Hey again, welcome back to Custom Specials in Ultimate, where we're trying to add a single set of custom specials for every single character in the game. We are doing this in order of character release, and we are already up to the Smash Ultimate characters. So if you're new here and you want to check out other characters as well, make sure to check the playlist in the description for older episodes. As we're already in Smash Ultimate characters, this video took a lot longer to make than I was originally hoping for, as finding stuff for some of these characters were a bit tricky. However, again, with the help of some of my Discord members, Golden Boy, Indy and Storm, we were able to figure something out. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get started.
Simon
And Richter already share some of their moves from their respective games, so they'll be doing the same thing for their custom specials. For neutral special, they would use the dagger. This is a basic item in Castlevania and does what you would expect it to do, travel forward damaging the opponent. If you charge the move up, however, they will do a triple dagger attack, with one going slightly up and one going slightly down and the last one going forward. Side special is Grimoire. This causes a massive beam of light to be shot out of a book which appears behind Simon or Richter. This beam of light is comparable to Samus's final smash, however it doesn't go as far. Simon and Richter, however, will take 10% worth of damage after using this move. Up special would be Whip Swing. This will have Simon and Richter snap their whips upward, and it will grab on to a floating platform that would appear there. They will then pull themselves up with a whip, sending them upwards. Down special would be Pocket Watch. This will have any opponent standing right in front of Simon and Richter to go into the timer state, slowing them down for a certain amount of time based on the current damage they have taken. If one opponent is already affected by the timer effect, Simon and Richter cannot use this move again until the effect wears off.
King K Rool.
K Rool's neutral special would be Blunder Gas, which comes from the Donkey Kong Country boss fights. This will cause K Rool to shoot out differently coloured gas out of his blunderbuss gun, each of which will cause a different effect to opponents hit by it. Think of this move similar to Sora's neutral special, where the three effects rotate around in a consistent pattern. The first gas would be red, which will cause opponents hit by it to go slow, as if they had the timer effect. The second gas would be green, which will cause the player's controls to be reversed for a certain amount of time, and the third gas would be blue, which would cause opponents to be frozen. All of these effects last for a maximum of 3 seconds. Side special would be Kremlin Charge, where K Rool charges forwards at the opponent. Think of this similar to Banjo Kazooie's side special, but without all of the invincibility, but with a lot more power. Up special would be Cannon Rush, which will have K Rool launch himself upwards with the blunderbuss cannon. Down special would be Kremlin Pound, which is taken from the Donkey Kong 64 boss fight. Think of this similar to Bowser Bomb or Yoshi Bomb. K Rool will jump into the air and then fall back down, during which he has super armor as well as a 0.5 damage multiplier, which means all damage taken by him is cut in half.
Isabelle.
So I haven't really played Animal Crossing and I couldn't really think of anything for Isabelle, so I had to cheat a little bit. The moves I'm about to list off are actually slightly modified versions of the ones found on the fandom wiki for Isabelle. Basically moves thought up for Isabelle by the fans during Smash 4's release. Neutral special would be Town Tune, where Isabelle will hum a random town song. This will cause notes to appear which would damage any opponent in the area. Holding down the button will cause Isabelle to continue the song and causing more notes to appear. If you complete the song, however, there'll be a short cooldown until you can use the move again. Side special would be Donation Lloyd. This will have Isabelle put a Donation Lloyd on the ground, and this will absorb all attacks from all characters including Isabelle herself for a certain period of time, after which the Donation Lloyd will explode, dealing damage based on the amount of hits taken by the Donation Lloyd. This move is unable to damage Isabelle herself. Up special is called We Did It, and will basically have a couple of villagers surround Isabelle and throw her up into the air in a celebratory manner. Isabelle is able to act out of this move similar to Game & Watch Up special. Down special would be Public Works Project, which will have Isabelle place a construction site on the ground, which will act as a kind of mine. If an opponent steps into the construction site area, a random building would spring upwards from the ground, sending them flying upwards. This move will do more damage depending on how long the construction site is on the field. However, pressing down special again to make a new construction site will cause the first one to disappear.
Incineroar!
Incineroar's neutral special would be Flame Charge. This will have Incineroar dash forward while surrounded by fire. This move has a set distance to be travelled, and will carry on going even if an opponent has been hit by it. Side special would be Stomping Tantrum. Incineroar would slowly step forward with each button press. With every time his feet landing on the ground, it causes an earthquake effect similar to Donkey Kong's down special. This move will actually have a secondary effect tied to it that if Incineroar hasn't been damaged for 5 seconds before using this move, the base damage for this move will be doubled and the knockback would also be slightly increased. When performing this version of the move, Incineroar would jump up with both feet instead of just stepping forward, and then landing on the ground, causing a larger earthquake effect. Then he'll go back to the regular button mashing stepping version of the move. Up special would be Throat Chop, with Incineroar dashing upwards diagonally into the air with his hands glowing purple. He will then stab his hand forward, dealing a lot of damage to anything hit by it, after which he would go into freefall. Down special would be Bulk Up. This will be similar to Revenge, but with a different effect after activating. You activate it the same way as Revenge by pressing down special and countering a move with it. Like Revenge, once activated, Bulk Up will give Incineroar's next attack a decent attack boost. However, this attack boost is unable to stack with itself, similar to Revenge, and instead of a massive attack boost, you only get a medium attack boost as well as a movement and attack speed bonus. This attack bonus, attack speed bonus, and movement speed bonus will last for a certain amount of time or until Incineroar hits an opponent with an attack.
Piranha Plant!
Piranha Plant's neutral special would be Fire Spew. This is a regular fireball projectile that can be angled in pretty much any direction except for immediately downwards, unless he is in the air, in which case Piranha Plant will spin around and shoot the fireball facing downwards. Side special would be Poison Spit, similar to the Poison Piranha Plant seen in Mario Odyssey Steam Gardens. This will charge up similar to the regular side special, however instead of spitting out a poison cloud, Piranha Plant will shoot out a pink poison projectile. This can either hit opponents or land on the ground similar to Mario Odyssey. If an opponent is hit by this move, or if they step in it while it's on the ground, they will get poisoned, which will slowly do damage to them over time, similar to Joker's Aha. The Poison Spit will stay on the ground for up to 9 seconds. Up special would be Creep. This is taken from the Piranha Plant scene in Mario 3D Land and 3D World. This will have the Piranha Plant extend its stem for up to 6 in-game meters, and when it reaches that point, the pot of the Piranha Plant will travel back towards the head. The Piranha Plant will move in the 4 cardinal directions during this move, and you are able to turn the head up to 3 times during it. Please note that taking damage during this move will cancel it, similar to the regular down special. And the down special will be Long Stem Tether, which is similar to the regular move, however this time it is actually a command grab instead of an attack. Again, this will work exactly the same as the regular move, but if you hit the opponent, the Piranha Plant will actually grab the opponent and pull them back with him, after which the Piranha Plant will attack the opponent and send them flying. The Piranha Plant is also able to grab ledges with this move.
Joker!
Just a note for Joker, I've never played a Persona game, so apologies if this doesn't make any sense. Anyway, for Joker's neutral special, he would use Riot Gun. With his regular gun neutral special, Joker is able to dash around while shooting many times. When Riot Gun is used, however, he doesn't move as far between shots, and the time between shots are slightly longer. However, Riot Gun does a lot more damage than the regular gun move. When Arsene is active, Joker would use Riot Gun special, which like the regular gun move will shoot 3 bullets at a time. Side special would be Maega, which is a move similar to Aha in a lot of ways. Like Aha, this will have an initial hit as well as a persisting poison effect. However, the initial hit will be much closer to Joker and cover a much larger area, as well as doing a little bit less damage. However, the persistent poison effect afterwards does more damage than the original AHA move. When Arsene is active, this changes to Maeagon, which is exactly the same as regular, with increased initial damage, range, and increasing the persistent poison effect damage as well. For up special, he would use the same grappling hook from the regular moveset. However, when Arsene is active, this will change from Wings of Rebellion to Wings of Destruction. The regular Wings of Rebellion goes really far but doesn't actually do any damage. Wings of Destruction doesn't go as far, however damages opponents quite a bit. This move will be a multi-hitting attack similar to Charizard's up special. And obviously you go into freefall after using it. Down special would be the regular Rebel's Guard, which allows Joker to tank a hit and increasing his Rebellion gauge. When Arsene is active, this will change to Survival Tricks. This is a counter similar to Incineroar's Revenge, where instead of countering the move, you gain a buff instead. Like Revenge, this buff is activated by parrying a single move with this attack. The opponent only takes a little bit of damage from this, but sends the opponent far enough away where Joker can get out and do something. While this Survival Tricks buff is active, if Joker ever finds himself into a situation where an attack lands on him that would kill him, i.e. an attack that would usually cause the end game zoom effect, the knockback taken from this move will be reduced by 60%. This buff is only able to be activated once per Arsene activation and automatically goes away after Arsene disappears. So even if you activate this move, you won't be able to use it for long if you get hit too many times. Obviously this may seem a bit overpowered, but I couldn't really think of anything else, so you know, too bad.
Hero!
For Hero, I tried to keep it at least somewhat similar to his regular moveset, so his neutral and side special would play the same as usual, being 3 different moves that change depending on your charge level. His neutral special would be Crack, Crackle, and Crack, which are from the Ice family of spells. Crack is a single ice bolt which travels forward, Crackle is multiple slightly larger ice bolts which travel faster than Crack, and Crack is a single large ice spear which travels forward really fast. For side special, he would use Zam, Zamel, and Kazam, which are from the Dark family of spells. Zam is a small dark ball that travels forward, Zamel is a slightly larger ball that travels slightly slower, and Kazam produces multiple bolts of dark energy which fire towards the opponent, and then a massive dark ball of energy flies after it. Up special would just be a single move instead of 3, and this will be Kazooie, which is basically the most powerful variant of Hero's regular up special. This will do a lot of damage and fly really high, however it has quite a lot of startup and you can be knocked out of it. Down special for Hero is going to be impossible to change, so I think we're just going to forget about that one for now. And yes, I realize I didn't add any MP costs amount for these special moves, and that's because I honestly can't be bothered balancing that kind of stuff out.
Banjo and Kazooie!
And finally, Banjo Kazooie. For their neutral special, they would use Fire Egg Firing. This is the same as their regular neutral special, but will use fire eggs instead of regular ones. These will travel slightly slower than the regular eggs, but do increased fire damage instead. Like the regular move, if you continue mashing the button, the amount of damage this move deals will decrease over time. Side special would be a modified version of Talon Torpedo. This is a underwater move from Banjo Kazooie, and when used normally, Kazooie will launch herself out of Banjo's backpack like a torpedo, destroying anything in her way. In Smash, this will have Kazooie put Banjo on her back similar to their running animation, and then spring forward, charging headfirst with her beak. Similar to the regular side special, this move has quite a lot of priority and does a lot of damage. However, you can be grabbed out of it and you still are locked to the 5 pair stock use limit. Up special is Springy Step Shoes, which basically has Kazooie put on a pair of spring boots and jump up really high. This goes much higher than the regular up special, however you are unable to jump and attack out of it. You would just go straight into freefall. Bounce special would be Clockwork Kazooie. This will have Kazooie lay a clockwork egg which hatches into a Clockwork Kazooie. These small robots work in a similar way to Bowser Jr.'s down special, walking around the stage and exploding after a certain amount of time. They can also be picked up and automatically detonated by throwing them at an opponent. Thanks for sticking around to watch these custom special videos. I know I don't upload them as often as I am able to, however I'm happy to say that there are exactly 8 characters left in the game, meaning there is only 1 episode left. Unfortunately, these include some of the most complex characters in the game, so it's probably going to take a while to figure everything out for every single one. Anyway, again, thank you so much for watching, but really that's it for me for now, and until next time, see ya.